The Sony A95L OLED is an excellent TV for mixed usage. It performs outstandingly well in dark rooms, delivering perfect blacks and stunning picture quality for movies and shows. For bright rooms, it has an excellent peak brightness and handles reflections decently, so glare shouldn't be an issue. Gamers will appreciate its low input lag and support for variable refresh rate technology to reduce screen tearing. It has an impressive selection of gaming features, including auto-genre picture mode switching and an auto HDR tone mapping feature that adjusts to the game's metadata. It supports Dolby Vision HDR, which is great for getting the most out of your movies and shows, but it also has a unique HDR remaster feature that attempts to improve the appearance of non-HDR content. It has a quick response time, delivering clear motion with minimal blur behind fast-moving objects, and it supports a black frame insertion feature to make motion look even crisper. It also has an optional motion interpolation feature to make motion look smoother. It can remove judder from native 24p sources, like from a Blu-ray player, and it can interpolate content to make lower frame rate content look smoother. It has a full-array local dimming feature to improve the contrast, but unfortunately, it's not very effective, and there's noticeable blooming around bright objects. The Sony A95L OLED is an impressive TV for watching movies. It delivers a stunning picture quality in dark rooms, and its near-infinite contrast ratio produces perfect blacks with minimal blooming. It has excellent gray and black uniformity, with no dirty screen effect, and it can remove judder from all sources, which is great. It has a lower-than-average peak brightness in HDR, but it's okay as it's intended for dark rooms. It supports Dolby Vision HDR and has a unique HDR remaster feature to improve the appearance of non-HDR content. Unfortunately, it has narrow viewing angles, so the image looks washed out when viewed from the side, but this shouldn't be an issue if you're watching from straight on. The Sony A95L is a fantastic TV for watching TV shows. It performs well in bright rooms, with an impressive peak brightness and decent reflection handling, so glare shouldn't be an issue. It has narrow viewing angles, though, so it's not suggested for wide seating arrangements. It has excellent out-of-the-box accuracy, and it displays ads in an app store, but you can disable this. It can smoothly interpolate content to make it look more fluid, and it has a quick response time, resulting in minimal motion blur in fast-moving scenes. The Sony A95L is a brilliant TV for sports fans. It has a quick response time, leaving only a short blur trail behind fast-moving content, and it has an optional black frame insertion feature to make motion look even crisper, great for watching fast-moving sports. It has excellent gray uniformity, with no dirty screen effect, and it can remove most judder from lower frame rate content, which is good for watching replays. It has decent reflection handling and gets bright enough to combat glare in most lighting conditions. Unfortunately, it has narrow viewing angles, so it's not suggested for a wide seating arrangement, and it has bad sound quality, so dialogue may be hard to hear in a noisy environment. The Sony A95L is a remarkable TV for playing video games. It has a quick response time and a black frame insertion feature for clear motion, and it supports variable refresh rate technology to reduce screen tearing. It has a wide range of inputs, including 4 HDMI 2.1 inputs, and it has low input lag for a responsive gaming experience. It has an auto-genre picture mode switching feature, and it automatically adjusts its HDR tone mapping based on the game's metadata, which is great. Unfortunately, it has narrow viewing angles, so it's not suggested for co-op gaming, and it has bad sound quality, but that's expected from a TV. The Sony A95L is a superb TV for HDR movies. It delivers a stunning picture quality in dark rooms, thanks to its nearly infinite contrast ratio and perfect blacks. It has excellent gray uniformity and outstanding black uniformity, with no visible blooming around bright objects. It supports Dolby Vision HDR and has a unique HDR remaster feature to improve the appearance of non-HDR content. Unfortunately, it has a lower-than-average peak brightness in HDR, but on the bright side, it has excellent gradient handling, with no noticeable banding. The Sony A95L is a remarkable TV for HDR gaming. It has excellent gaming performance, with low input lag, a quick response time, and support for variable refresh rate technology. It has an auto HDR tone mapping feature that adjusts to the game's metadata, and it has an auto-genre picture mode switching feature, so you don't have to change the picture settings when switching between different types of content. It has a full-array local dimming feature, but unfortunately, it's not very effective, and there's noticeable blooming around bright objects. It gets brighter in HDR, but it still has a lower than average peak brightness. And while it has decent color volume in HDR, it has trouble with bright blues. The Sony A95L is a fantastic TV to use as a PC monitor. It has an excellent resolution support, with built-in support for most common resolutions, including 1440p, which is great. It has a quick response time and supports variable refresh rate technology, resulting in clear motion with minimal tearing. It has low input lag, which is great for a responsive desktop experience, and it has 4 HDMI 2.1 inputs, so you can connect the latest graphics cards and enjoy the best performance. Unfortunately, it has narrow viewing angles, so the image looks washed out at the sides if you sit up close, and it has bad sound quality, but that's expected from a TV.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.